Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to opening day of St. Joseph's Prep Soccer here on WSJP, where today the Hawks of St. Joseph's Prep travel out to Council Rock North High School. The Hawks look to start their season off on a bang with a big win here today. I'm Ryan Sullivan, joined by Anthony Sorgi. Sorgi, how are you feeling, man? It's opening day, St. Joseph's Prep Soccer. School's almost starting. I don't know how many people are excited about that, but we got St. Joseph's Prep Soccer here for the entire season on WSJP.
Ryan, I could not be better. It's a loaded weekend of St. Joe's Prep Sports. We've got this today. We've got football tomorrow. The feeling is in the air. It is the fall season, and you couldn't ask for much more for the Hawks. They're looking for a great season. After falling in the quarterfinals last year to Archbishop Ryan, it was a heartbreaker, went to extra penalty kicks. This is a redemption year for St. Joe's Prep as they look to make a run into the PCL playoffs.
And I would say that while this could be a redemption year, last year was definitely a step in the right direction. Obviously, Coach McIntyre, his first season with St. Joseph's Prep, he's now got that more experience in the PCL. Obviously, he's more acclimated to the roster. As we know, a lot of returning seniors. There are some juniors that are now going to be stepping up for this team. So it's not like the Prep are, a team that are kind of just going to be fighting for a playoff spot. They should be at the top of the PCL, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt there. This is a team that finished fifth in the PCL table last season. But I think that they can make a step up towards the top this year. Obviously, you're looking to get the highest seed going into the playoffs, get yourself a home game for the first time in a while. That would be huge for the Hawks to be able to have a home game at Penn Park in the playoffs and then hopefully make a run and maybe shock some people, win a PCL title.
And I know over the course of the past couple of seasons, we've not had much soccer coverage here on WSJP, but we are looking to change that this year, and hopefully we can start off with a big win against Council Rock North High School. We'll continue to bring you soccer coverage throughout the year here on WSJP. And as we're about to start in just a few minutes, looks like both teams are just getting their closing statements in from their coach. The Preps still have their huddle going. Looks like Council Rock North sending their guys out there, and they are ready to go. The Hawks are now clapping, and they are about to take the field. And if you want to learn more about this St. Joseph's Prep soccer team, make sure to listen to the latest episode of Committed to the Grind, where myself and Cole Kuhn interview starting goalkeeper Fran Seaman, and also, I believe, starting defensive man Will Vogel on the upcoming soccer season and their expectations for that as well.
Great plug.
I mean, yeah, you gotta respect. I mean, you gotta get the interviews. The interview was released a couple of weeks ago, so if you didn't see it, go check it out after this stream.
Yeah, and if you're a Hawks fan, normally, used to watching football or basketball, baseball, lacrosse, and you're like, hey, let's just tune in. I'm a Prep guy. I want to watch the squad play. As you can see, 40-minute half, unlike your usual 45 minutes in the pros. Also, the clock will stop today, unlike whether it's the MLS or pro soccer in England or Europe. So make note of those things. This should be a fun one. Our first time for both of us out here covering it.
Yeah, but it should be a great time. No?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a fun game. And here we go, Ryan. It's about time for kick.
I'm excited, dude. I mean, this is first year covering St. Joe's Prep soccer. I said this back in May that I was gonna be committed to this and try my best to cover soccer. And we're out here. We're doing this. I'm so excited. We're about to kick. Looks like the Prep are going to receive the ball to start this game. And we'll wait for the officials' blow here. And looks like we're good. We get the thumbs up from the official. And here we go. St. Joseph's Prep starting out with the ball. And now a big kick upfield. And Council Rock North, their defense going to possess the ball. And now you see Liam Waldron running upfield trying to just get the ball back here for St. Joseph's Prep. And now Tanner Dillenbeck trying to make a play. And now the ball getting moved around. The Prep, an aggressive start. Ball kicked back to goalkeeper Fran Seaman.
Yeah, and for the Prep here, just trying to get the ball upfield and get a goal early.
And Seaman kicks it a bit over the head of Dom Quallett. This will go to Council Rock North.
Yes, and I think we're going to see here today that this is a game of defense. Defense wins championships in soccer. You don't want to let up any goals. That's what the Hawks look to do now.
Now the ball being moved around here just a bit. Will Powers trying to knock it away. And the Prep very aggressive to start this game. And Council Rock North going to lose the ball there will go in possession of the Hawks.
Yeah, and you don't want to park the bus if you're the Prep. You want to get that ball upfield. We saw that early in the aggressiveness that this team has because you want to get goals on the board early. You want to give yourself some comfort and hopefully start off with a win this season.
We'll see if they can. Francine just jogging, going to do the kick over to the Prep. And a very aggressive start, though, for St. Joe's Prep, as we have seen. And now Will Powers with it now, being chased and kick it upfield. And good play there by Council Rock North. And Dylan Beck moving it back. And the ball going to get moved around. Council Rock North gets it back on the Prep side of the field. And now here's Sal Carrillo. Nice move from him, just trying to get it back into the possession of the Hawks. And he does. Here's to Will Powers. And he tries to get it over to Jack Joseph, but it's pretty much picked off. And the ball being head tapped around. And now it's going to be knocked out of bounds.
That one's in the stands.
Evan Hoffman. Yeah, that one goes into the stands. And hopeful man form with others of the Hawks side will get the ball back into the playing field. Oh, they actually have another ball. I didn't even realize that.
I was saying, there's a ball boy.
Here's Jack Joseph moving it upfield, and now a good defense here from Council Rock North as they knock it around, and Dylan Beck knocks it up in the air, and just a lot of fights going on here between both teams. And now the Prep with it in possession, and they're going to try to move it, and whistle blown here. The Hawks have possession.
And, yeah, for the Hawks here, just on offense, looking to be aggressive. You're seeing it here, Ryan.
And there's Chris Bryan trying to knock it around. And once again, just a lot of aggressiveness from both teams to start this game. And now the Hawks once again will have it in possession. Jack Joseph trying to chase it down. It's intercepted from him. And now Council Rock North with it in possession. And a knockdown there. Slide tackle from Dylan Beck. And it will go into possession of Council Rock North.
And actually, Ryan, the clock does seem to be running. Of what we looked up, it seemed like it stops, but
right, yeah.
It's not here at Council Rock North today, so I apologize for that, as we did not have the right info there. But, yeah, for the Hawks here, I mean, I was talking earlier to Chris Bryan and Liam Waldron, and they want to set the tone early. They want this to be a win and send a message around the PCL to say, hey, this season, we're not messing around. We want this.
Will Powers, big kick out of bounds, and it will go into the possession of Council Rock North, but a good opportunity for the Prep to get back into position here, as they were a bit out of position as the ball was moved over to Council Rock North, and a good head tap there. And now the ball once again being moved around. Liam Waldron with it now, and he's just going to try and get it to Jack Joseph here, but he's being chased in pursuit. Nice pass over to Dylan Beck, and it's going to go out. Who was it last touched by? It looks like it was last touched by St. Joe's Prep. It'll go right back to Council Rock North.
Yeah, and I think it's worth noting if you're watching here, you can see the yellow lines are the one they're playing. It's not the white. So if you see what seems to be about ball out of bounds, look for that yellow line as the out of bounds line today, not the football white or the blue or red ones.
And now the Prep trying to get it back on the Council Rock's north side as Council Rock North has just seemed to have all the offense here today. And whistle blown, it'll go to Council Rock North.
Yeah, and here for CR North, they are looking for they have a great opportunity here, Ryan, to get the ball in the net, looking for something big to start off and set themselves up for today.
We'll see what they can do here as they will get their free kick.
Yeah.
Here we go, and it looks like this play going to be set up by them, and this one tapped in the air. Francine in pursuit, and he's just going to knock it around. Dylan Beck knocks it out. Shot here, and it's just going to go wide right. And a good defensive hold from St. Joe's Prep.
Yeah, the Hawks with a nice defensive piece of time. They're looking for some offense now to maybe, even this up as Council Rock North has seemed to have the ball offensively quite a lot thus far.
They definitely have Sorgi, and now the ball once again being moved around. Here's Will Vogel. Actually, that was not Will Vogel. I'm sorry, it was Evan Hoffman. And now the ball is continuously being moved around. It almost went out of bounds, and it actually did. I apologize there. And the Prep, once again, with it in possession, but they just got to get it onto the side of Council Rock North.
Absolutely, as we see the goal kick here.
See what Francine can do. Francine, all-rookie team last year in the PCL, and this one in the air. And it looks like it was last touched by Council Rock North, but yes, it was. So now the Hawks here with an opportunity.
Yeah, the Hawks here on the Council Rock North half of the field, looking for a great offensive opportunity.
Pass into Liam Waldron, knocked back, and now Council Rock North once again with the ball, and now Carrillo with a chase down. Nice steal here from Liam Waldron. He's going to try and make something happen, but he gets knocked down, and it'll go in possession of the Hawks with a free kick.
Great opportunity for St. Joe's Prep here. The Hawks want this, and yeah, great free kick to come hopefully just in a moment.
Now we'll see what they can do. I believe that's Dom Wallet, if I can see the number correctly. Yes, it is. He's going to do the free kick here for St. Joe's Prep. Here it is. And just intercepted there by Council Rock North. Quallet in pursuit.
Yeah, that one a little bit low from Quallet, but the Hawks will have plenty of opportunities today, hopefully, throughout the game.
Will Powers kicks it out of bounds, and it will go in possession of Council Rock North again. Now here's the kick, and it looked it was a bit messed up, but it goes out on Joseph. Once again, we'll go to Council Rock North.
Yeah.
And now the pass in. Good box out there from Marias of Council Rock North. Shot here, goes left, out of play.
Yeah, that one a little bit wide from CR North as they are looking for offensive opportunities. They get a shot on goal there. That's what you want to see if you're the guys wearing blue today, as you know, they look to get the ball as close to the net as possible and in the net, but that starts with some shot on goals early and getting an offensive groove going.
See if they can do so. Is now the Prep getting it back on Council Rock North side of the field, and this ball just kicked in the air. Jack Joseph in pursuit as it's knocked to their right, and Council Rock North almost went out of bounds with it, but a good pass. And now here's Council Rock North in transition. It will go out of bounds, and the Prep almost called lacking there. Council Rock North had an opportunity.
Yeah, the Hawks defense was able to get set back, and they're playing pretty good defense, but as I said, you can't park the bus. You need to work yourselves offensively. They're trying. It's not working thus far, but you would love a goal early if you're the Hawks.
100% Sorgi is now this ball just being knocked around. And Joseph, nice job to get it back to the Hawks, but might not have it for long as the whistle blown, and will go in possession of St. Joe's Prep.
And again, here for the Hawks, another offensive opportunity. The one question, can they capitalize?
And now Joseph getting into it a little
Say
bit.
A little
there.
bit of pushing
Yeah,
and
a little bit
shoving.
of pushing. I mean, this has been an aggressive game to start. So, you know, the emotions are flying high. It's very hot out here. We're lucky enough to get in this press box. Very nice press box at Council Rock North, and this ball just knocked in the air a couple times as Carrillo in pursuit for the Prep, but it's going to go back near Francine, and it's still knocked in the air, and this one possibly could go out. It's being chased, and yep, it will go out. St. Joe's Prep ball.
Yeah, so again, the Hawks they get offensive opportunity after offensive opportunity. They just need to do something with it. That's easier said than done, though, as you watching know. This Council Rock North team playing spectacular defense thus far.
Bit of an issue with the camera here. We'll take care of that. We do apologize for the issue here on WSJP. We'll get it fixed for you in just one moment. We should be good to go. Once again, apologize for that on WSJP. And now, it looks like Joseph got a bit of a warning from the official, and now this ball kicked right back out of bounds, knocked back into the Hawks side of the field, but they do get the ball.
There you go. So for the Hawks, not too far from midfield, they look to get it across into the Council Rock North half and have a successful possession right here.
And once again, just more pushing and shoving going on. And what is going on? And the St. Joe's Prep side saying that there's elbows being thrown from the side of Council Rock North, that being Brozina. And now, once again, I apologize for the camera issues here on WSJP. But, yeah, there's some problems going on the field.
Yeah, we see the refs talking to guys from each team here, just having a quick conversation saying, no pushing and shoving, play respectfully, and, you know, play the right way, which obviously St. Joe's Prep as a program preaches that, but just kind of, you know, giving that warning to both sides and saying, hey, you know, be on your best behavior here.
And it looks like everything is fixed here. And it looks like we're good to go. So hopefully that issue is figured out. And we want to always support the good sportsmanship here. I assume both teams do.
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt about that. And now the ball being moved around after that. Problem, nice sliding
save
pass there
there,
from
yeah.
Chris Bryan. And now the ball going to go back into the possession of Council Rock North, but the Prep looking to get it back, and they will attempt to. Joseph knocks it up in the air, and it stays in bounds for now. Saved there by Hoffman, moving it around. Will Powers there to make the save for the Hawks. Hoffman gets it over to Joseph. He's out of bounds, and he stays in bounds, just barely, though. And now that was some tightrope walking there from Jack Joseph, and once again, the ball going right back into the possession of Council Rock North. They have an opportunity here. Nice save there by Will Powers, and he knocks it out of bounds.
There you go. Great defense there by Powers. Talk about toughness, Ryan. Talk about grit. Obviously, St. Joe's Prep as a school preaches that. But you talk about guys like Chris Bryan, right? They play lacrosse. These guys play other sports, and they're tough physically. They're ready to lay their bodies on the line for the better of the team.
Throw in and saved by Franny Seaman. Nice play from him, and he's going to get it in front of Joseph. Gives him an opportunity. Almost gets knocked down, and, yeah, that is going to be a whistle here.
Yeah, the attempt at the slide tackle.
The official's now going to wave it off, and Joseph gets knocked down, but it was already blown dead. And
we'll see what happens here. And it's a lot going on.
A lot going on. Lots of aggression from both teams, but it's the first game of the season for the Prep. The emotions are high, so you expect that. But now the officials, I think, giving a warning to the Council Rock North player, and he gives him a card, I believe. I couldn't see which.
Assuming that was a yellow.
Yeah, I assume it was a yellow
I would
card.
be shocked if that's a red.
Yeah, I doubt that's a red card. Yellow card, so that
obviously
will be Murphy who will have to come out for Council Rock North.
Yeah, and obviously 2 yellows would be a red, but hopefully that doesn't happen, as obviously we're going to promote good sportsmanship here on WSJP and clean play as we see the Hawks on offense now.
And now Joseph getting knocked down, but it stays in bounds. And both teams got tightrope here. Was it knocked out on? It was knocked out, but then it will go to Council Rock North.
Yeah, no question there.
Prep actually going to try to get it back, but it's just knocked right back over. And now Powers in position, just headbutt back over to Francine. Now right back to Powers again. And the Hawks is trying to get the ball on the side of Council Rock North, something they've struggled with so far. Here's John Qualit, and he gets knocked down a bit there. And now the ball kicked upfield, kicked out by Council Rock North. It'll go in possession of the Hawks.
Again, Ryan, we talk about how great the St. Joe's Prep defense is playing early. They're playing well, but offensively they need some life. They need some action. Getting towards that fourth of the field near the goal, that's a place we haven't seen them much today. They can get there soon.
Not at all. And now some aggression going on downfield. Once again, head tapped out by Council Rock North, and here come the Prep with an big opportunity here.
No doubt here as we are about 15 minutes into the first half. The Hawks looking for some life offensively.
And now once again, Council Rock North just winning the feet there. And now ball getting knocked over Prep, but there's more Council Rock North guys than this ball up in the air, still battling going on. And ball knocks it near the net. Once again, more players for Council Rock North.
The Hawks are just outmanned.
Yeah, they were. Here's Ethan Smith trying to do anything. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll go to Council Rock North, yes.
Yeah, so here we go. CR North looking to get to the other half of the field now. And the Hawks hopefully will be able to get a good defensive stop here and get the ball to the other half.
That was probably the Hawks' best opportunity to score, though.
Yeah.
They were close. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was probably their best chance, but it obviously wasn't close enough.
Offense heating up here for the Hawks, no doubt about that.
And we hope to continue to see that as this one just gets head tapped around just a little bit. And now the Prep here with an opportunity. But once again, those defensive guys for Council Rock North, the Liam Olsen got held there a bit, but he still gets it back over to Chris Bryan.
Yeah, and these guys obviously have been practicing all summer with each other. They have great chemistry, and they'll continue that throughout the year. Both teams are going to look a little bit rusty, as you would think, because it is their first game, but scrimmages obviously help with that. But the Hawks looking good right now.
I apologize. Number 27 is Will Vogt, not Chris Bryan. The number change was a bit confusing, but nonetheless. And now the Prep here with an opportunity. Yes, they're going to get the ball. We'll see what they can do with it now. Here comes in transition, Timmy Comey. And now back over to Ethan Smith.
Back to the outside there.
Great pass. And now the pass. Ball getting moved inside, and there's a pass to the middle. Not much communication there from the Hawks. Whistle alone, and it'll go in possession of Council Rock North.
Yeah, the Hawks have a good opportunity there, just execute communication a little bit. They were also just completely outnumbered.
Yeah, and if the Hawks, you got to get your offensive guys up, and it just seems like every time the Hawks have that opportunity, they're outnumbered.
Yeah, I mean, that's defense of Council Rock North. That's what the best soccer teams do here at the high school level, is they just play relentless defense.
And now here's a kick, and this one will go all the way to, if you're talking in football terms, a 20-yard line, and it looks like there was a bit of a holding there. Once again, if you want to use football terms, but it will go into the possession of the Hawks, and here's Dom Qual just trying to get it to someone. It was 3-on-1. Here's Will Powers, knocks it back over to Zarafakis, as he has recently transferred into St. Joseph's Prep and already getting that varsity playing time. This ball knocked out of bounds, and it will go in possession of St. Joe's Prep.
Yeah, new face for the Hawks, as you mentioned. This team growing as a core. They have this year, and for some of these guys, a couple 1 to 2 years more left after this, but they want to win now.
And now, pass, try to get to Ethan Smith, but it was unsuccessful. It'll go to Council Rock North.
Yeah, you can't beat yourself up too much over that one. Just a little bit of just so close, but yet so far away. Not quite enough there for the Hawks. But for St. Joe's Prep here, again, they just need to play relentless defense, get the ball up the field, and get the ball in the net, because going up 1-0, that momentum swing would be huge here for the Hawks.
And now this one knocked up field, and it goes farther than I think the Hawks would like it. Will Powers in pursuit, as I think he'll just try to get it in bounds, but it's actually going to knock it off. Council Rock North player, and the Hawks now get it back.
There you go. The more time with the ball, the better for the Hawks. At the end of the day, though, it's about what you do with it.
100% is now this one being knocked around like a pin, and it is in the air. Once again, Council Rock North with the advantage in numbers. This one could be knocked out of bounds. It will be. The Hawks here, another opportunity. Ethan Smith throwing it in. Quick throw into Liam Waldron. Tries to knock it around, and this one kicked right into the middle of the field, and Council Rock North like a bunch of piranhas onto the ball. Got to give them credit where credit is due. Their defenses look good. This one just kicked out of bounds as the Hawks, I guess they didn't see much of an opportunity.
The best way for the Hawks to get the ball upfield and in the net offensively, I think, Ryan, is it's easier said than done, but very simply, it is just being quicker than Council Rock North. It's getting the ball upfield before those guys can get set on defense for the opposition. The Hawks need that here.
We'll see if they can do so, as we are pretty halfway through this first half.
Yeah, just about.
Oh yeah, almost. And now this one knocked out, and will go in possession of Council Rock North again. Almost knocked into the camera, man.
Yeah, the Hawks just want as much defensive play here as possible, although they want the ball. But, obviously great offense comes from great defense in this great game known as soccer, trying to set yourself up offensively with relentless, tough, gritty D.
And now, I think there's some substitutions made by the Prep. Yes, there was. And now, Will Powers with it once again, just trying to get it upfield. And this one intercepted, but it's going to go wide left. And the Hawks, once again, going to get it right back for the goal kick.
Yeah, the Hawks, again, just looking for offensive opportunities. The more, the better. Gives you a better chance to score, obviously. And as we are now, of course, under halfway through in this first half, the Hawks need offensive life. It's not do or die right now, but it would be a huge help.
It definitely would be. And the Hawks defense, you got to give them credit where credit is due. They have looked really good today, not letting up anything to Council Rock North. Is now the Hawks with an opportunity here in transition. And here's Ethan Smith, and not much communication there. Waldron knocks it around. Is Joseph in pursuit, but Council Rock North the first ones to it. And now the Prep with an opportunity here as they kind of slowed it down, but Council Rock North relentless to the ball.
Good passing by the Hawks here.
And this one knocked towards the net. Ethan Smith with an opportunity. Head tap, not going to be able to go in. A great opportunity there for the Hawks. A nice shot on goal, just not able to score.
Yeah, shot on goal number 1 for St. Joe's Prep so far. That's what you want to see as offensive life. It's just about getting the ball in, taking good shots, and being smart with the ball.
And this one knocked into the air. Now another opportunity for the Hawks, but once again, Council Rock North with the numbers. And
Swarming.
not a great pass there from Ethan Smith. It was almost got it to Waldron. Here's Will Vogel with it. Kicks it all the way upfield, and now Smith with an opportunity. He can maybe take it himself. He's getting pushed around, shot, and it just goes to the side of the net. And once again, the Hawks starting to get that offensive life in there, but will it be a corner kick?
It'll be a goal kick here.
I think Ethan Smith's trying to make the argument that it was a hit. The goalie hit his hand on the ball, but the referees don't seem to agree.
Yeah, I mean, that was great defense by Council Rock North. The defense there suffocating on that possession for the Hawks.
Now kick upfield. His head tap there by Will Vogel, and now Jack Joseph just going to let it go and kicked off him. It'll go in possession of Council Rock North.
Yeah, Ryan, I mean, the Hawks getting good offensive possession as they hope to continue that here, but they need to play good defense.
And now an opportunity here for Council Rock North for Andy Seaman up on the goal, and he makes the play on the ball.
That's what good goalies do, especially in a league as prestigious as the Catholic League in athletics. You're only going to find the best, and what a play there.
I was talking about Fran earlier and his accomplishments, and this one kicked all the way upfield, but no Hawks there to possess it, as it will go right back to Council Rock North. And I will see what they can do with it, as they're just going to hold it here momentarily just to get set up before this ball is kicked out of the net, and a good kick downfield. It goes over the head of everyone on Council Rock North, and this one hit in the air. The Hawks in pursuit and a big aggressive play, but it will go. I couldn't see. It was Council Rock North has it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan, to be honest, I think soccer is a game of patience. I think you would agree there. It offensively for the Hawks here, they have to be patient. They have to just give themselves good opportunities, and hopefully one of them goes in. And same for Council Rock North here. Both teams just want good opportunities, and they have to wait. They have to be patient. They have to be smart with the ball, and that's why you're seeing here the game being a little bit slower.
Yeah, I would 100% agree with that. And now this one knocked out of bounds once again in possession of the Hawks, and now the Preps starting to make those substitutions. We didn't see it too much early, but they are starting to make those substitutions.
Both teams
now.
subs now.
Yeah. But I think Council Rock North is making them a bit earlier than the Prep. And now this one hit in the air and aggressive play. Who was it last touched by? It was last touched by Council Rock North.
Hawks here with another great offensive opportunity.
And now this one tapped out of bounds by the Hawks. Unfortunate there.
That's just the luck of the bounce right there, Ryan, and it didn't go the Hawks' way.
Yeah, Brian Dugan knocking it out, and now whistle blown. And I couldn't really see what the call was, but it is going to be Council Rock North ball nonetheless.
So it looks like we've got about 16:50 on the clock, as we will fix that on the bug here.
And now this ball being knocked upfield, and it's going to go into the hands of Fran Seaman. Another nice save for him. And now Seaman going to kick it out of the net. And now the Hawks with possession once again. Whistle blown. Goes into possession of Council Rock North.
So 16:22 and running to go now for the Hawks, looking to get some offense going.
We'll see if they can do so, as now Council Rock North once again getting some calls here in their favor that prevent the Hawks from continuing that offensive momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. And the clock seems to have stopped a couple times around. We don't have a good view of the scoreboard, and nor do we have any.
I think we were misinformed.
Yeah,
I think that's just what it is. We were misinformed, and now that a little bit more serious here, as this ball being knocked around. Looks like Franny Seaman will run up on it. Yes, he will. But once again, Sorgi, I think we were misinformed.
Yeah, there's no official score up here or anything running the board, so we don't have great access to the clock. But we'll try to keep that score bug rolling for you as we go, as the Hawks there have it.
Oh, nice move there from Brian Dugan, as he's going to try and keep this one in bounds. He wasn't able to.
Heartbreaker for the Hawks.
Very heartbreaking. Had a great opportunity. He was behind the defense and all, and he had an opportunity.
And Ryan, I have to say, just looking outside I think this is a little bit nicer of weather than you had down in Florida last weekend.
Oh, gee, man. It was really hot down in Florida. It was sometimes it was sporadically rain, but don't get me wrong, that Florida weather was very nice. But I mean, yeah, you always like a good, nice sunny day out. Gets everybody in the good mood and a good mood for any sport. That includes St. Joseph's Prep soccer. And
Yeah.
now this one knocked around, and I believe it'll go in possession of the Hawks. Or actually, no, it'll go in possession of Council Rock North.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a beautiful weekend. Of course, if you don't have plans tomorrow, come out to Salesianum down in Wilmington, Delaware, to see your Hawks play against Matha. If you can't make it, though, of course, tune in right here on WSJP.
Oh, yeah, you have the Breast broadcasters here on WSJP.
Dom Schulk and
yeah,
I.
You and Dom Schulk. That looked like a slide tackle there,
Yeah.
legally, but no call from the officials as this one being moved around. And it's almost going out. It does, and Hoffman saying was out on Council Rock North, and he agrees, and now another official, they're just whistling in the subs.
Yeah, Ryan, here, I mean, that was great defensive pressure, but the Hawks able to keep the ball here. That's exactly what you want as you have Evan Hoffman ready to throw it in.
And now an opportunity here for the Prep. He doesn't throw it in there, but he will now. And here's Jack Joseph just trying to keep it in, and he does. And now pursuit to the ball, and the Hawks with possession of it. Here's Timmy Comey. And once again, just this pressure from Council Rock North hurting the Hawks, and Comey just going to reset, gets it back to Will Powers.
Yeah, what you have to do if you're the Prep here, you need to be smart with the ball, make good decisions.
So Graphicus losing it, but luckily for the Hawks, it goes right back to Jack Joseph, and here come the Prep. And
Great passing.
yeah, great passing indeed.
These are the fundamentals they work on throughout the summer.
Yeah, this is what you do. This is what you prepare for. Here's Jack Joseph just trying to get it in the middle of the field, not able to. And unfortunate knockdown there. It looked like it was from Dugan, and it will go into the possession of Council Rock North.
Yeah, just a little bit of touchiness there from the Hawks and Council Rock North. A little bit too much. Guy goes down, and now CR North.
And another kick. Just once again, unfortunate turn. Doesn't do a goal.
Yeah, I mean, it happens time again, Ryan. But they're getting off the possessions, and that's all you can ask for as you look to press and heat up throughout the game.
Right, and now here we go. This will be knocked around a bit. And the Hawks trying to get it back, and they're fighting so hard for it. Looks like Noah popping there to try and knock it around. It goes out, and I think Council Rock North has it. Yes.
Yeah. So for Council Rock North here, obviously we talked a lot about the Hawks, but they're trying to do the same thing the Prep doing. They're trying to have had great possession of the ball since the start of this game. So this would be huge if they could get an offensive possession, but obviously the Hawks, you're hoping not.
The Hawks just once again trying to continue with their incredible defensive efforts. Is this one just going to be knocked back? And Council Rock North not really able to possess it yet, and kick up field, good awareness.
Hawks with great numbers defensively.
James Gatsby with it. First one's name out to Jack Joseph now. Trying to kick it upfield, but it was knocked back. This one close to the sideline, but good job there by Council Rock North to keep it away from St. Joe's Prep, and then kick out of bounds. Hawks ball.
There you go. The Hawks with another opportunity. They've had the ball a lot thus far.
And once again, continuous pressure from Council Rock North. Jack Joseph knocked down, no call from the officials. And this one, try to kick it to the middle of the field. Franz Seaman will be on it, and he is.
Great stop there by Seaman.
And now kick all the way up to Dugan. He's trying to knock it in the air. It's knocked back. I think it was out on Council Rock North. It was.
So here you go. The Hawks in the Council Rock North half looking for a great opportunity.
Now, Council Rock North just continues with the pressure. Here's Will Powers. He's just going to knock it back there, too. So grab a kiss.
Both teams thus far are playing the definition of suffocating defense.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, this has just been a defensive game from both teams. And now this one in the air, Dugan trying to come down with it. And once again, Council Rock North to have the numbers. This one's out of bounds. It will go Council Rock North.
The Hawks here, Ryan, they're looking for just offensive opportunities. They're not finding them close enough to get into the goal. And it's been the last couple minutes just very back and forth, no real offensive action. Both teams looking for something, though.
Interesting throwing from Council Rock North. It's taken away by St. Joe's Prep. And here's Noah Pop. And a good slide there to get the ball out of bounds and possibly save some points for the Hawks. And now, once again, another turnover. And a lot of aggression there. James Gadsby looked like he knocked over Murphy there for Council Rock North, and the official has a problem with him as we speak. Don't really know what it was, but nonetheless, free kick here for Council Rock North.
Yeah, and under 10 minutes to go, you're just seeing the fundamentals through 30 minutes thus far. That's what this is all about.
Indeed, and now kick all the way up field and good positioning there for the Hawks to get it right back. And they get it here on offense, or maybe they will.
Yeah, I mean, they have the ball in possession now to the other half. This is what you want if you're the Prep.
Kick up field, and once again, Council Rock North just preventing the Hawks from getting near their goal. And this one's staying in bounds, actually. I think we just expected it to go out.
Everyone did, even on the field.
Right, and now
A lot of pressure in the corner.
once again, camera issues. We apologize for that. Oh, there we go. We're back on. And now the Prep with it now. Free kick here for Seaman and company.
You want to get the ball in the net if you're the Hawks here, because you don't have a ton of time before that. 8 minutes is enough to get yourself a few opportunities, but you'd like to get a goal early.
And now possession here for the Prep. Kick up field. And big hit there of Gadsby as the Hawks trying to keep Zen. And they kind of equal numbers here as they can do. Here's Dillenbeck. And I get away from him.
Unfortunate turn of events there, but the Hawks get it back.
And now Powers trying to get the ball back. The Prep, look at the hustle from him. Got to give him credit is due. And now Hawks with, once again, not their own, but a whistle in position of Council Rock and North.
And unfortunate. Just the luck of the draw. It happens in this game. And now for the Hawks, you need a stop. You don't want to go down 1-0.
And the Hawks continuously have been able to stop Council Rock North from really attempting a goal on Francine. And I really can't name you a point where Council Rock North, or even the Prep themselves, have much of a chance to spin. But an incredible deep game for both teams. And now, kicking the net, this one in the air. Seaman is going to let it go. And the Hawks are going to get a free kick.
Obviously hoping for a different result, but this reminds me of that first St. Joe's Prep LaSalle football game last year. Just in the first half, no offensive. St. Joe's Prep quarterfinal against Archer's Bryan soccer.
I mean, yeah.
Just no offense at all. That's getting into the goal at least. Both teams looking good, but nothing is happening. The Hawks, though, they don't need a win, but a win would be spectacular. This isn't do or die. This isn't win or go home. But if you can set the tone early and prove the team you are with a win, that would be spectacular.
And I think that was. Oh, they call that on the Prep. They call a foul here on Liam Waldron. I don't know if I agree with that one, Sorgi.
Liam Waldron stunned, as is all of the Prep section here at Council Rock North.
Yeah, Liam Waldron just was kind of, I don't know, he wasn't really arguing with the official, but he just kind of had a shocked expression on his face, and I don't blame him. It looked like he got knocked down there.
Yeah.
He was just getting aggressive for the ball and he got pushed. I don't know, but nonetheless, this one, it looks like it could possibly go out. Yes, it will. It will stay in possession of Council Rock North.
And CR North here getting the ball more and more late. The Hawks want to stop that as we have exactly 6 minutes to go.
And now this ball knocked in the air, and it will go in possession of St. Joe's Prep.
Yeah, the Hawks here looking for some good offense, and they finally get the ball back.
Just 6 minutes, under 6 minutes remaining, I apologize, in this first half. And now here come St. Joe's Prep. And Will Powers almost had the offense of Council Rock North collapse on him. And now the Hawks trying to move it around. Here's Dillenbeck, and here's with an opportunity. Gets it in the middle, but he gets knocked down hard. And he's going to stay down there for a second. Hopefully he's okay. I think he is.
Just got the wind knocked out of him there.
Yeah, it was a hard hit from behind. That being from Folk. And now.
Not Charlie.
No, not Charlie Folk. And he's not going to Wisconsin either.
Of course, Charlie Folk, the great quarterback of your St. Joe's Prep Hawks.
Yep, and now the Hawks continuous pressure here. They could possibly get maybe a corner kick or something. This one knocked out. It will go in possession of the Hawks. And that's what you needed.
Yep, this is exactly what you want if you're St. Joe's Prep here. Because, again, I mean, you're sitting with 4:39 to go. You'll want a great opportunity.
And now the Hawks, I think they had a good opportunity there, and they're trying to move the ball around. They're trying to get it in the middle, but Council Rock North won a play to keep it and get it in their position. Gadsby moving it around. And now the Hawks are trying to do anything to keep it in their position. It's knocked out by Council Rock North. Great defense from them.
Yeah, I mean, again, Ryan, suffocating defense on both sides. That's been the name of this game thus far.
Timmy Comey there just trying to get it to the middle for the prep, and now the throw in from Evan Hoffman is about to take place.
Hawks looking for a goal.
And now, good pass inside. It's knocked around, and it's going back, and that's not what you want to see for the prep. And Gadsby knocking it back just a bit further. It's still in the air. Still in the air. Joseph gets it back to where the Hawks want it. And who touched it last? Council Rock North. So another opportunity here for the prep.
Yeah, St. Joe's Prep looking for a big opportunity.
And now here's Gadsby. Good pass inside, but it's knocked back. And once again, the Council Rock North trying to get it back. Oh, pass from Dylan Beck. Bad communication there. Will Powers, though, possesses it for now. And that could have been disastrous there if Council Rock North had possession. Will Powers try to get it upfield. It's knocked back over to Waldron. Now he's going to try and make something work with what he has. Gadsby, nice pass over to Joseph. Now Joseph going to use the defender's momentum against him. Kicks it inside. Oh, and the prep has nobody there to try and kick it in. Good save. Council Rock North with possession.
Definition of heartbreak there. I mean, the Hawks so close, just couldn't get a guy in there to get the ball in the net.
And now Will Powers trying to keep it in possession of the Hawks, and he's able to for now. I think the Hawks a bit of miscommunication out there. And nice pass upfield. Hawks trying to keep this from going out of bounds. They're not able to. Council Rock North with possession.
Nothing's going to be perfect in the first game, Ryan. You know that as well as I do.
Yeah.
And, you don't expect perfection from these guys as you see them just wearing the rust off, getting back into the feel of being in the game. Obviously, you can run all you want. You can do everything like that, but there's no feeling of being in that game.
Nice play there from Zographicus, but they call blow the whistle on him, and I don't know what the call was. I don't know what he did, and it's going to be a free kick here for Council Rock North.
I mean, you heard a couple seconds of silence from us, and we just stunned,
yeah,
right?
I was
like
surprised
stunned.
about that call.
That one was not what we expected.
I mean, we try to call it both ways here.
Obviously, nothing's gonna not everything's gonna go your way.
No, yeah, definitely not.
But it's part of the game. But for the Hawks, got to make the best of it here and get a defensive stop.
No, I mean we call it down the middle here at WSJP. We know what's fair and what's not fair. But anyway, we are just actually 1:30 remaining here in the first half, and the Hawks just trying to prevent a goal. And Fran Seaman just kind of knocks it back, kind of volleyball hits it up with his hand, and this one goes out of bounds. A great stop there for the Hawks.
Great volleyball hit. St. Joe's Prep volleyball, obviously, a growing program as well. Hopefully, we'll have some broadcasts of that in the spring.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. I mean, we're trying to, get to some more sports, and we got a long ways to go. But anyway, Council Rock North with it. The Hawks just trying to stay in possession, and this one knocked into the Hawks territory. James Gadsby able to come up with it, and he's just trying to find anybody, and he's able to find someone. I can't even see the number out there, and here we go. It's time for the Hawks to see what we can do. Jack Joseph trying to get the ball back, and it will go out the Hawks with possession, but no opportunity to score there.
Well, hopefully here with 37 seconds to go, the Hawks can do something in the last seconds of the half.
There's Dylan Beck. Now kick all the way field from Will Vogel. Now prepping the opposite. We'll see what we can do. Never mind.
So close there for the prep. 20 seconds to go, and I would assume that we're just going to...
It's actually 37
30
seconds.
Okay.
I guess the clock stopped, and we just weren't able to see it. But you guys get it on WSJ. Here's James Gadsby. And now he's just going to try and do anything with 30 seconds, see what the Hawks can do. This is probably one of their best chances yet in the first half. Ball being moved around. Leah Waldron's trying to do it himself. Here's the pass. And now, here's Comey. Trying to get inside. Oh, it's right off the crossbar! And a near opportunity for the prep. This one being knocked around. 10 seconds remaining. This one stays in play, but it looks like that is how we will end unless Council Rock North pulls off a miracle. Yep, that is how we will end the first half on a heartbreaker for the prep. Almost got a goal to end it. We end the first half 0-0 here.
0-0.
Yep, 0-0 here at Council Rock North High School. Sorgi, I mean, what do we see here in the first half?
We saw a lot of great defense. We saw St. Joe's Prep getting close offensively, but no great spot for a goal for the Hawks there. They tried. They couldn't get it. Just means that they're going to have to try a little bit harder in the second half. But they're putting in good effort. They're playing good soccer. They're playing tough. They're playing gritty, but just not enough to get a goal for Council Rock North. Kind of the same thing, although the Hawks have had more offensive opportunities thus far.
I mean, yeah, you showed it right there on the nose, Sorgi. And now we will go to Hawk Talk at the half with Anthony Sorgi and Bobby Wright just coming up in a few minutes. Do not.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hawk Talk at the half, the first Hawk Talk at the half of the 2025 prep soccer season. I'm Anthony Sorgi alongside Bobby Wright. Bobby, 0-0 at the half between your Hawks and Council Rock North. What have you seen thus far?
I mean, really, I've seen a bit of a lack of keeping possession. I've seen both teams kind of trade the ball, and I think that's really hurt both sides offensively. I mean, haven't had many offensive opportunities, but I think I saw the prep finally kind of breaking through at the end of the half. So
Yeah, I mean, no doubt there. You're right. I think that it's been a game of defense, and for the Hawks here, they need offense, and they're getting close. They're getting close to that breakthrough. It's just about. I mean, for anyone that's watched soccer, it's professionally, you see it so much. It's just about the breakthrough, and you sit and you wait, and you have to have some good patience there, because you're just waiting for that moment where you get the ball in the net, and both of these teams are looking for that. Bobby, what do you think? I mean, for the St. Joe's Prep team, we mentioned it earlier in the broadcast. They lost the quarterfinal last year to Archbishop Ryan in extra penalty kicks. About as heartbreaking as you can get in the game of soccer to end your season. That's how it happened. For the Hawks, what do you think kind of the message is when it comes to for the Hawks just trying to go farther and kind of redeem themselves and make up for that as that one hurt?
I think the attack might need to step up. I mean, like we saw it here. They haven't really been able to have that many offensive opportunities. I mean, we saw off the crossbar at the end of the first half, but other than that, I mean, do we have like one other shot on goal? I mean, and I think it was the same case with the Ryan game. I mean, there was almost no offensive play throughout the whole game, which led to go to penalties in the first place, and that's how they lost. So I really feel like the offense needs to start scoring some more goals this season, and I think we'll see a lot more success out of this team if we see that.
I mean, another year under Coach McIntyre, of course, for St. Joe's Prep. And Bobby, would you agree with me in just saying that you're seeing a lack of offense in part just because this is the first time both of these teams are on the field this season, right? They haven't been on the field since mid fall last year in October. Maybe for Council Rock North, it was a little bit later, depending on how they ended the year. But I think that what you're seeing here is a little bit of rust. It's that feeling, Obviously, I said it earlier. You can play so much in practice. You can you can have your scrimmages and everything, but the feeling of knowing this game counts, this is it. Talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think we've seen a lot of rust. It took a little while for, I think, both teams to get adjusted, and I think they still really are getting adjusted, but I think we saw some bright spots near the end of that first half. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see how good these teams are in the second half and how we can see some offense.
Absolutely. Well, Bobby, thank you. This has been Hawk Talk at the half on WSJP. On the other side, Ryan Sullivan and I have the second half live here from Council Rock North. Thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, back on WSJP here for second half action of St. Joseph's Prep versus Council Rock North here. A game that has had no score so far, but the Hawks looking to change that here in the second half. We just had a great Hawk Talk at the half with Sorgi right here and Bobby Wright as well. He's doing a great job here on camera today. And now Back at it again. Waiting for the official's whistle. Here we go. And now a kick all the way upfield, but the Hawks right to it. And now we'll see what second half adjustments both teams can make. And it looks like aggression is going to be one for St. Joe's Prep. They're knocking the ball around.
Absolutely, of course. The Hawks now moving left to right. Council Rock North moving right to left in the blue. The Hawks in white here. And the Prep looking for a great opportunity.
And now once again, more men on the ball for Council Rock North. That has been the name of the game so far. Timmy Comey knocking this one up in the air. And now here comes Dylan back in pursuit of the ball. This one knocked out of bounds, I believe, by Will Vogel. Yes, it was. And it will go in possession of Council Rock North. And Vogel continuing with his pursuit on the ball. Gee-many.
That's what you call tough defense,
yeah,
Ryan.
Tough defense indeed. Knocking dudes around. And Fran Seaman high, kick in the air. Looks like it'll get to midfield. Yes, it will. And this one's still in the air.
Pressure is going to be the name of the game here for the Hawks. They want to pressure that Council Rock North defense into giving up a goal. That is the only way you're going to see anyone score in this game, is just unrelenting pressure.
Right, I agree with that. And this one in the air, will it go in off the crossbar again and saved by Council Rock North? That has been the second time this has happened today, Sorgi.
So close, Ryan.
That is just a killer if you are St. Joe's Prep. And now a bunch of tackles going on. I mean, I didn't know this was
action.
rugby. Turned into a rugby game out here, if you ask me. But anyway, this one goes into the possession of Council Rock North. You got a lot of yelling players, yelling fans. I mean, this is a passionate fan base from both teams, and you got to give them credit where credit is due.
Yeah, how about the families coming out? You know, supporting their kids, supporting their siblings, supporting their friends on a Friday, last Friday before school. I'm assuming for both schools, is obviously St. Joe's Prep back on Tuesday for freshman orientation and Wednesday for school. And I would assume similar for Council Rock North here in Bucks County.
This one in the air, Fran Seaman, nice catch to save it, and now a big pass upfield. Dom Qualit trying to knock it to him, and he kind of head tapped it to himself. Really nice play there from him. Here comes Liam Waldron in pursuit, but he is not going to be fast enough to get the ball. And now look at Tanner Dillon back trying great pursuit to the soccer ball, and now this one knocked away, and looks like Fran Seaman's going to come up with it. Yes, he will.
Yeah, so for the Hawks here, you know, you're looking for offense. They got a little bit there, saw a tad bit, but you're looking for that a little bit more consistently now as we get further into the second half and as the offense heats back up.
And now in pursuit is Dom Qualit, and now the ball being knocked around a bit. It goes in possession of Council Rock North, but the Hawks still in pursuit. Will this one go out? No, it won't. Who's going to get it? Will Vogel on it. It looks like he's going to get it to Timmy Comey. Yes, he will. And now the Hawks here with a big opportunity. And they're just trying to knock the ball around here. Comey, miscommunication. And the Council Rock North with possession, but the Hawks looking to get it back. They will. Evan Hoffman knocks it over to Will Vogel once again. And now he's going to try and get something done for the Hawks. He, with a burst of energy, over the Dom Qualit on the right side. And that one looks to be tipped in the air. And this one knocked in the air once again. And Council Rock North once again with the ball. And now the Hawks with numbers here on defense. And Will Powers knocks it out of bounds and saves some possible transition from Council Rock North.
Yeah, the Hawks here just looking for defense. As I said earlier, playing relentless D is what they have to do, and they're looking to continue that right here. You're seeing the Hawks getting the ball back.
And now Liam Waldron just trying to get it back in transition, knocked out of bounds by Council Rock North, and it will stay with St. Joe's Prep, as now we are not slowing down any bit here, ladies and gentlemen. For people who aren't that much fans of soccer, the pace has been continuous here.
We thought we might see a little bit of a slow game, but they've heated up late into the first half and now into the second.
Dom Qualit just trying to keep it in possession of the Hawks, gets it over to Jack Joseph, and Joseph just moving the ball around here. And Joseph gets it into the middle of the field, but Council Rock North is there, and they knock it out. That's a shame there, Sorgi for the prep, but Will Powers in pursuit. He gets knocked down hard.
Great play.
No call there from the officials.
As I said earlier, laying your body on the line for your team, for your brothers.
And Zorafikis does a great job getting it out, making sure Council Rock North does not have that opportunity to score. And this one kicked out of bounds. And it will go to St. Joe's Prep.
Hawks here getting opportunities. Again, the more opportunities, the better. The more shots on goal, the better. The more pressure they put on Council Rock North to tire them out, the better here for St. Joe's Prep.
And now Joseph with two guys around him, not able to come up with it, but it goes once again out of bounds. The Hawks with possession, and now they're going to try to throw it to Liam Waldron this time, but once again, he is draped by a couple of Council Rock North players. This one head tapped in the air by Evan Hoffman, but he mistimed there. Now the ball was mistimed, and it looked like Dylan Beck knocked down there as he is still down. Whistle blown, and this is not good.
Not what you want to see at all.
I believe it is Tanner. I can't see. I can't really see the number, but we know no matter who it is, we hope he's okay. And yes, it is Tanner Dillenbeck, the junior for the Hawks, and he has been a staple in the soccer program for the past now 3 seasons it's going on.
Yeah, well, obviously hoping for the best here for St. Joe's Prep. As you know, you hate to see any guys injured here in the first game.
And we don't want to show you that injury, so we'll transition here on our screen. And Dylan Beck, he does look to be in quite a bit of pain, so we'll take a break on WSJP. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Back on WSJP for the second half action between St. Joe's Prep and Council Rock North. Dylan Beck goes off on his own power, so you love to see that if you're the Prep. But now we get back into the game as we hope he's okay. And Dom Qualit trying to save it for the Prep here. A big opportunity. Shot on goal. No good. It's saved. Another opportunity for the Hawks. Not able to convert.
Again, Ryan, just heartbreak. So close. Just not able to get it in.
Yep. And you hit it right on the nose there, Sorgi. And now the ball, once again, just being moved around here. The Hawks with possession of it. And Council Rock North just relentless, though, to the ball. And Hoffman, nice job there to keep it in possession of St. Joe's Prep. But it's continuously being moved around, and the Hawks going to have to get it back to their final line of defenders. But now here's a steal. And that was a whistle there on Council Rock North. It'll go to the Prep. Kick all the way upfield. And now the Hawks in pursuit. Looks like that's Gadsby there in pursuit of it. And now there's Hoffman. Has possession of it. Here come the Prep. Kick upfield. And hit into the middle, but nobody's there. And now Dugan's there. Now penalty on Council Rock North. And a bit of pushing and shoving going on. And this is going to be a kick here for the Prep. And now looks like players arguing with the official. As I don't think they agree with whatever call the official made. Now I look like the head official, the guy who's kind of made the calls all day, has now coming in to discuss. And we'll see what the ruling is. And it looks like the Hawks are going to get whatever they wanted here, and they might get a free kick here, Sorgi.
Yeah, I mean that would be great for the Hawks here.
Yeah, they are. They're going to get a free kick, and I can't see what number that is. I think it's Timmy Comey.
Well, that's not a free kick. That's a PK.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I messed up
It's a
my
penalty
words there.
kick
Yeah,
here
penalty
for
kick. I apologize.
For St.
there.
Joe's Prep. This is the best opportunity you could ask for.
Let's see. Here it is. Timmy Comey to give the Prep the lead. Biggest play of the game. Here it is. Shot on goal. It is good! St. Joe's Prep take the lead. 1-0. Timmy Comey knocks it in for the Hawks.
St. Joe's Prep with a big goal there. That's the lead you wanted. That's the lead you needed. The Hawks, a huge boost of confidence in game number 1.
That is what you needed if you are St. Joseph's Prep. And a opportunity that the Prep have finally converted on. That's what you needed, Sorgi.
Yeah, no doubt there, Ryan. No doubt there. Great goal for the Hawks.
And now it looks like the aggression on offense from Council Rock North appears to be knocked up by a few notches. And now the Hawks defense really going to have to lock in here.
Council Rock North knowing they have to respond.
And now, yeah, they definitely know that indeed. And what a hit there. That being from Smith. And now the ball just continuing to be knocked around. The Hawks with numbers, but Council Rock North able to come up with it. Slide tackle there. Shot on goal. Fran Seaman is going to come up with it, and the Hawks get the ball right back.
Yeah, so St. Joe's Prep looking for another good offensive opportunity, but at this point you just want to keep the ball as much as possible and hold possession. But, you know, Ryan, the best way to protect a lead is to expand it.
Indeed, Sorgi. And now we'll see if the Hawks can expand it. Fran Seaman kind of kicked it up a little bit there. So he can get another kick himself. And now Waldron, who tried to knock it in the air, was unsuccessful. And now Liam Waldron, great effort there to come up with it. But Council Rock North are going to be the ones to succeed in that. Will Powers knocks it right over to Council Rock North. And here they come with an opportunity. But Will Vogel, chase down, slide tackle. What a play.
That is gritty, tough St. Joe's Prep defense. That is how this program plays.
What a play there from Will Vogel, the junior defensive man, as he has played a great game so far. We've called his name out a couple times, but here's the throw in. This one in the air. It's going to be a tough one. It goes over the net, and the Hawks with another free kick opportunity.
St. Joe's Prep just looking for opportunity after opportunity here. This is what you want. You want the ball in your hands. You want the ball in your possession and control, because there's no way you're losing if you have the ball.
And now the Prep trying to move this one around. I don't think Seaman expected that, but he's still able to knock it up in the air and pass midfield. And looks like Council Rock North the first ones to it. Yes, they are, but the Hawks are in pursuit. Liam Waldron, that being one. Here's Will Powers just going to knock it up in the air. And now this one continue to be knocked around. And now the Hawks look like they're going to come up with it, but good effort from Council Rock North. It's going to stay in bounds, but it's going to bounce right out, and it will go to the Prep.
St. Joe's Prep ball.
And, oh, wait, never mind, actually. And then the Council Rock North knocking the ball, that being loaded, knocking the ball out of the hands.
What just happened?
And I don't know what just happened. I don't know. Like, that was not very, I don't know what really happened there. And now Evan
Good tackle.
Hoffman. Yeah, good slide tackle there from Evan Hoffman. And this is a shot, but Fran Seaman gets it right into his hands.
Seaman is a beast
in
goal.
I mean, you can make the argument one of the best goalies in the PCL as we speak.
No doubt.
And now a good play from the Prep to get it upfield, but they're going to have to keep it this way. Here's Liam Waldron, and he's just going to let the defenders pass by him. He gets held a bit there, and this one, I think it went out. Yes, it did. It'll go in possession of Council Rock North.
For the Prep, just, trying to hold your lead, as I said, Ryan.
Yeah, man, that's all you got to do. I mean, there's not really necessarily a reason to score, but you obviously want to expand your lead a bit. We obviously want to tighten up a bit more on defense.
No doubt.
And now this one knocked out again by the Hawks, and Council Rock North trying to get something going. Evan Hoffman knocks it away. And now the Prep trying to get something going there, but knocked back by Council Rock North. Here's Will Powers. He's trying to get it right back into the zone of Council Rock North. And here's James Gatsby. Nice play, but he kicks it right over to Murphy of Council Rock North. And here they come in transition. The Hawks going to try and figure this one out. And shot here. Saved by Seaman.
Another great save there. Now the Prep with a great offensive opportunity.
And the Hawks defensive guys just trying to catch their breath as they have been grinding all game. But, Coach McIntyre, he really conditions these guys. And I think, I heard that a lot from captain last year, Luke Sanita. He came on committed to the grind, and he was telling Cole and I how this team is tough. Coach McIntyre wants his guys to be tough players, and you can see that is what we are being disposed of at our very eyes.
Disposed, big word from Ryan Sullivan here.
Hey, I got somewhat of vocabulary here, right?
But no, I mean, it's the St. Joe's Prep way. Whether it's
Right.
soccer, whether it's football, whether it's basketball, name the sport, name the club, name anything at the school. It's about being tough in what you do. It's about being gritty in life. And yeah, that's the St. Joe's Prep way, and they're showing that here.
This is the St. Joe's Prep way is now a kick out of bounds there from Council Rock North. Probably a good decision. The Hawks had numbers there.
Yeah, no doubt.
And now, I believe that's Chris Bryan trying to just find anybody there. And he just throws it up. I think that's to Dugan. Yes, it is. And Dugan kind of holding there. And whistle blown. It'll go in possession of Council Rock North.
Yeah, Council Rock North here. They're looking for a goal. There's no doubt there. They need one here, or else they're going to start this one with no points and nothing in the win column. In fact, it'll be a loss. Obviously, this doesn't count for the PCL standings and the PCL table with the points, but still, you want to get these wins early if you're St. Joe's Prep to set yourself up.
Definitely agree. Liam Waldron trying to save the ball for the Prep, and he's just barely able to. Oh, nice play from Liam Waldron, and he gets it upfield. Really nice play to just keep the ball on the side of Council Rock North. But now they're going to have to keep it there. Here come Council Rock North in pursuit. The Prep trying to get the ball in the middle. Gadsby gets it knocked away. Goes right back to Council Rock North, but Gadsby still in pursuit. Not going to give it up. This ball looks like it might go out. No call from the officials. And Zograficus going to knock it right back to Will Powers, and he's going to kick it upfield, but it's intercepted. And now here comes Council Rock North in transition. Great pursuit there from the Prep. Here's Fran Seaman to save it, and he goes down. I don't know if that was for dramatic effect, but he saved it.
Either way, it's a save for the Hawks here as they try to move the ball upfield.
And now Dom Quallet having a bit of problems there, and he just dives at the ball. And I don't know if he got pushed or he dived at it, but
I don't know what the call was.
Regardless, it's Hawks ball.
Yeah, that's all that matters right here. Good opportunity for your St. Joe's Prep Hawks
And
right here. 24 minutes or so, 24 and a half to go, and they'll get this now off of a throw-in.
And now Landgraf gets it knocked away. Will Vogel to throw it in. And here's a throw into Timmy Comey, who scored the goal earlier for the Hawks. See if he can do something again. He's going to get it right back. He tries to save it for the Prep. And here come the Hawks. Comey gets it right back. Going to try and get it over to Landgraf.
A little bit
of
pushing there.
And the ball knocked away. Good play there by Landgraf to get it to Will Vogel. And now Will Vogel with an opportunity. Gets it to Dom Quallet. We'll see what the Prep can do with this tremendous opportunity they just received. Then Quallet gets knocked down. No whistle from the officials. Quallet is still down, and a nice slide tackle there from Will Vogel to knock it away.
You needed that from Vogel there, as that was an unfortunate turn of events. But now Council Rock North with the ball. Not exactly what you want to see, but the Hawks just needing to keep the momentum here.
And now a bad pass there from Warner of Council Rock North, and it will go to the Hawks.
Hawks get it right back. Couldn't, it's obviously playing the best soccer you can play, but it's also just executing on the mistakes of your opponent here if you're St. Joe's Prep.
And now Vogel once again going to throw it in, and he's just trying to find anybody. And a good throw in, try to get it to Gadsby, but it's going to go upfield, and a bit of a push there. And now this one looked like it went out, and it will go in possession of St. Joe's Prep.
You like that. You got to like that if you're St. Joe's Prep here in the corner. Not directly, but close.
And now throw in here from St. Joe's Prep, and a head tap, and almost went in. That's a killer.
Good opportunity there for St. Joe's Prep, not able to execute, but they'll have plenty more with 22 minutes or so to go here in this one. You're up 1-0 here, and you're just looking to protect that lead and keep it.
And it looks like we get some freshman action. It looks like I just saw Patrick Abrams come on for St. Joe's Prep. He gets some class of 2029 action here, Sorgi.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Abrams on the roster. When I was doing my research for today, I was a little surprised. Usually you don't see guys. I mean, for football, you might see one or two, and same for basketball. But I mean, a little bit surprised to see a freshman getting some playing time here in the first game.
We saw Julian McKee for basketball. Obviously, Jet Harrison last year for football. And we saw Chris Bryan, Mason Warak for lacrosse. So I mean,
my class is pretty good.
All right. But we saw some good freshman action. I think class of 2027, the best freshman team of all time, class of 2027.
We'll have to wait and see on the class of 2029. Obviously, I mean, you mentioned basketball. Chris Clark, obviously, at the head now, in the head coaching position, looking to bring some success for the Hawks. St. Joe's Prep, obviously, going to the PCL final last year in lacrosse, looking to win one this season.
Right.
Overall, Hawks athletics in a great spot right now.
Incredible. I mean, especially. Be even better if they can get a win here. I forgot to say, freshman football team, class 2027.
Yes.
I should make that specific, but
Ryan Sullivan wasn't playing freshman soccer.
I was not.
We know that.
I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't do what these guys do. I'll tell you that much.
It's a lot of running.
It is a lot of running. But now, actually, here's a good opportunity here for Council Rock North, and a good save there. Fred Seaman diving in to make the play. It looked like Will Powers was also in there as well.
This is what great goalkeepers do, Ryan.
Fran Seaman making a play, and the officials talking it over with, I can't really see the number as we speak. I don't know. I think that was Zaraficus, and both Powers and Fran Seaman recovering there.
Both teams a little bit winded, as you can imagine, after a ton of running thus far.
A little bit of walking from both sides. I mean, it's to be expected. And obviously, some of the bench being brought in for the Hawks, and a nice pass there from Abrams upfield, but I don't think that the Hawks will be able to come up with it, and they will not be able to.
Yeah, we'll be intrigued to see how Michael Abrams progresses this season for St. Joe's Prep. Obviously, you look at this the future of the program. That's what he is. That's what some of the sophomores are. Obviously, these guys are going to be here for multiple years, and they're going to be building on what this team does. But right now, as I said earlier in the broadcast, it is win now for St. Joe's Prep. They want these wins ASAP.
Well, yeah, I think that last year was I wouldn't say definitely not a rebuilding year, because the Prep, they were the 3rd seed at one point, and that loss to Roman Catholic knocked them down to the 5th seed. So it's not like the Prep last year were
towards the top of the table.
Yeah, I mean, they were close. They could have gotten farther than what they did. I think from what they saw, they didn't exceed expectations. They didn't really meet expectations. What their met expectations would be to win a PCL championship. Obviously, I think that's for every team. But
that's the standard at St. Joe's Prep.
Right.
Is in whatever sport it may be, it's win it all. And for this team, they have the opportunity to do that this year.
Right, and I think Coach McIntyre, with another year under his belt, you get some of these older guys are really great. We've talked about throughout the broadcast. And you got a couple of young guys in there as Abrams as well. So I think that the Prep, they are definitely suited to make some noise in the PCL this season, and honestly for the next couple of years, Sorgi.
No doubt about it, Ryan.
Coach McIntyre, he knows what he's doing out there, but now all hats to the ball, and now here come the Prep, just trying to knock this one around as it's going back and forth between both teams, as Frymuth, who just recently came into the game, is trying to fight for it, and you see the hustle out of him. You were right about your class, Sorgi. They got something going for them.
Yeah, these guys.
I'm sorry, Frymuth is a 26.
All guys, right?
Yeah.
No matter what class they're in, they're going to play tough. They're going to play together. They are brothers on the field and off the field, of course, within the brotherhood of St. Joe's Prep, and they want this for each other.
100%. And now we'll see. An opportunity here for the Hawks, a free kick here.
Great opportunity.
Now the referee moving back, Council Rock North guys, as we'll see what the Hawks can do here with this free kick. I believe that's Timmy Comey again going to take it. And here it is. This is an opportunity here, but it's knocked away bit unfortunate there for St. Joe's Prep, and now Council Rock North looking to get something going in
They're
transition.
moving.
The Hawks with numbers, though. Timmy Comey, great play to knock it back into Council Rock North territory. And now a whistle blown here. It looks like offsides. Yeah, offsides on the Prep, so it will go to Council Rock North.
Council Rock North here. They need to show some life, Ryan. Obviously, they've had a couple opportunities, but nothing substantial, nothing in the net. And if they want to win this game, they need it in the net.
I mean, it's still close.
It is, yeah, no doubt.
It's still close. There's still a lot of time left, and great defense from the Prep. It looks like Council Rock North wanted a penalty call there. Maybe they could have gotten a potential penalty kick of their own, as the Prep did earlier. And now, I believe that's Liam Waldron. Or actually, no, it's Matt Owens. I apologize. He knocked it back.
Good opportunity here.
And now here comes the Prep. Here comes Frymuth trying to just do anything, and he gets knocked down. Another no call from the officials, and they're just letting him play.
Well, I would say letting the boys play. This is you can't complain about that.
And nice play from Zorafikis to get it back, but it looks like it's just being knocked around. I believe Siemens just going to come up with it, and he will slow the pace down just a bit. And he's just going to pick it up as Council Rock North. I mean, they're trying here. They're trying to get the ball back. Here comes Will Powers with it. Powers, nice kick up field, and good hip tap there from Ethan Smith. And now walking a tightrope there is Landgraf. And now here's an opportunity for the Prep. Frymuth trying to go in, and he's not able to get his foot on it. Good opportunity for the Prep, but I believe they are going to still have the ball.
Oh, well, then you take that all day.
And a whistle blown here.
Sub coming on.
Yeah, sub coming on. I think it's Evan Hoffman. I can't really see the jersey number.
Nice corner opportunity here, the first of the game for the Hawks.
I believe it's actually Noah Pop coming on. Here's a corner kick, and it's not really going to go anywhere. Yeah, Noah Pop in for the Prep. And now Frymuth try to get something going for the Hawks, but whistle blown. It goes to Council Rock North. I believe Frymuth has really brought a sense of energy to this team, a new adrenaline boost that I think they needed, Sorgi.
No doubt at all, Ryan. I mean, those are the guys that you want on the field late, right, as we're in the final 15 minutes or so of this game. You need that if you're St. Joe's Prep.
And now the Hawks, as I said, with that new burst of energy that I believe they have gotten, as they're going to slow this pace down a bit, but I don't think Council Rock North would like to do that. And now Tacomie just going to kick it back to Zorafikis and the Hawks. I mean, there's no reason to really hurry if you're the Prep. You're up with one, but you obviously would like that insurance goal, possibly. Here's James Gadsby, who's going to attempt to do that, but he gets it knocked away. And now here comes Council Rock North, but Henry Landgraf out from the corner of our eyes. And now kick high in the air. That's just going to go right back to Will Powers.
Nice header.
Over to Abrams. Head tap there, and it looks like we're going to probably see another one. Oh, no, missed there, and this one's just going to go out of bounds. And it will stay in possession of Council Rock North.
Council Rock North, they need something in the final 14 and a half here. It would not be ideal for them to start the season with a loss, but for the St. Joe's Prep, just continue the suffocating defense.
I agree with that, Sorgi. I mean, the suffocating defense has been your rock this whole game, and you were able to get lucky with the penalty kick, and obviously Timmy Comey with the great play that he had scoring that goal. So I think that, you stick with your foundation. And now, once again, knocked away, Council Rock North with the ball, but the ball has really, for the most part, just been on the side of Council Rock North. Council Rock North has held the ball, but they really haven't been able to get it to the Hawks' side, Sorgi.
Absolutely. I mean, St. Joe's Prep just looking good. They're not letting anything pass.
And now that actually might change here, but Landgraf once again just kicking it right back to Council Rock North, and that's got to be frustrating for this team. And I'm sure the Prep felt it in the first half. They were holding the ball, but they just really weren't able to do much with it.
Good passing here.
Good passing indeed, as now there is a chase down.
Battle.
And a battle indeed, and this one goes out. Michael Comey in there.
Who will go to.
And now free kick for Council Rock North.
Yeah, out of the goal here for the keeper, hoping to set his offense up.
See if he can do so. And now we're just under 13 minutes, so it's about to, almost the final 10 minutes. Clutch time, crunch time, whatever you would like to call it.
Time's a ticking.
Time is a ticking indeed, and Michael Comey just trying to knock it back to his brother there, and Prep just not letting. Oh, nice move from Hoffman, but the Prep just not letting Council Rock North get a foot on it, and now Abrams just going to knock it back there to Zoraficus, and looks like Hoffman got a bit hit there, but no call from the officials, as I don't think there would be, and the Prep not letting it go out of bounds. They get the ball back, and this is kind of, I think you say, the slow point of the game, Sorgi. Everybody just kind of seems to be, I wouldn't say standing around, but the fatigue, I think, is starting to set in. Will Powers now knocking it upfield to Noah Pop as Gadsby knocks it away out of bounds. And who was it last touched by? I couldn't really see. It was last touched by Council Rock North, apparently. And
Take it if you're the Prep.
yeah, I mean, I couldn't necessarily see, but by everybody's thoughts, I thought that they were going to give it to Council Rock North, and that was appeared to not be so. And now Gadsby just trying to get it back for the Hawks, and here's Landgraf with it. Right back to Gadsby, and he is getting pursued, and nice pass to Landgraf once again as the Hawks just killing time, and here's Noah Pop. I'm sorry, that's not Noah Pop, that is Matt Owens. And now Comey once again, Timmy Comey, I should say. His brother's in there as well. Gadsby trying to get it back for the Hawks. Nice play there by Comey to get it right back to Landgraf. And the Hawks just continuing to hold the ball, but now Council Rock North looking to say something about that. Once again, Timmy, just a pass right near the net. And now Gadsby once again just going to hold it, knock it back, make Council Rock North work for it. Both teams don't really, Council Rock North doesn't really seem too interested in, having all their hats to the ball at all times.
Yeah, Ryan. I mean, this St. Joe's Prep team is right now looking like the better team. There's no doubt there.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they're just working Council Rock North this one out, and I believe it will go to Council Rock North again. Yes, it will.
So here for the Hawks, just looking to continue that D. That's the way to play with just over 10 minutes to go here. St. Joe's Prep looking to play great defense and stop anything from getting near the goal.
And now kick out of the net. And this is an opportunity for Council Rock North. You have all your guys on the Hawks side of the field, but the Hawks looking to say something about it. Jack Joseph back in the game, and he will definitely have something to say about it. Looked like Noah Pop wanted to pass there, but he was not going to get it. And this one knocked out of bounds, and it will go to the Prep, and we are just over 10 minutes to go, counting down from 5 seconds. And here's a pass all the way upfield to Noah Pop. An opportunity here for the Hawks. The pass was a bit too far in front of them, but we'll see what they can do here.
Here's a fight for it.
Yeah, definitely a big fight for it. Gadsby kick into the middle of the field, head tap, and it'll be saved.
And that was good communication by the Hawks, just not able to execute on that one.
Yeah, he didn't really have the numbers there if you are St. Joseph's Prep. And now it is that time where stomachs get tight, butterflies start to appear in the stomachs of everyone, even us up here in the booth.
You feel like you're so close, but at any moment that could change.
Yeah, I mean, Council Rock North could easily just split through the defense. Not saying the Hawks haven't been playing a great defensive game, but things happen. They definitely happen if you are St. Joseph's Prep. And now here comes Council Rock North. Once again, another opportunity with all their guys on one side of the field, but the Hawks trying to say something about it. Knock it away. And this one head tapped in the air. They're just trying to head tap it out of there, it looks like. And Landgraf misses it on that one. Noah Pop's trying to do something with it. And great effort there from Noah Pop. And once again, these bench guys are bringing a new life to the Hawks. Landgraf knocks it out of bounds. Council Rock North stays with it.
So here we go, Ryan.
And now, once again, in the air. It's being knocked around. Vogel just trying to box out, and he's able to do so. And it will go to St. Joe's Prep.
Holding possession. This St. Joe's Prep team has looked so great in the second half. Couldn't ask for, and obviously not perfect, but near perfect, I'd say, for the Prep.
No, I mean, they've played a great game, especially defensively, and a great box out there from Will Vogel to make sure that the Hawks stay in possession. Franz Seaman kind of playing with the guys on Council Rock North. Doesn't kick it just yet. Now he does.
Having a little bit of fun.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have some fun. It's a game after all. And now, ball being kicked in the air. Nice play there from Landgraf. And once again, the Hawks are going to make Council Rock North go all the way downfield and try to score. And Jack Joseph not going to make it easy for him.
Jack Joseph playing some great soccer here, as is everyone on the St. Joe's Prep team.
I mean, he has been one of the guys, I would say, yeah, he stepped out there, but I think he's been one of those guys that have just really given Council Rock North a hard time, in my opinion. He's moved the ball around, played good defense, but he's I would say that enforcer. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that, but I also say he's an energy guy, right? Enforcers bring the energy, and that's what he's helping do here for St. Joe's Prep.
That's, I think, something that the Prep needs. You know, you always need someone to be that enforcer no matter what sport it is. And a bit of pushing and shoving going on, and yeah, Will Vogel going to get called there. He doesn't agree with it, but I mean, you might have to agree with the officials there. Sorgi.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing about Jack Joseph, though, Ryan, is he's being an enforcer as an underclassman. That's not something you see much. These sophomores, and hopefully we'll see guys like Abrams as freshmen also help step up into leadership roles to set themselves up after these upperclassmen graduate.
Man. And I couldn't really see who got knocked out of bounds there, but it was rough hit. And now Council Rock North with an opportunity. The ball's is going more towards the sideline, so it's better for the Hawks. And this one knocked in the air. Great play there, I believe, from Zorafikis. What a kick in the air. I think it was by Will Powers. He has played an incredible defensive game.
Yeah, I mean, everyone on defense, right? The fact that they haven't let up a goal, obviously impressive. The St. Joe's Prep team, looking really good. So now we have a little bit of stoppage in play.
A bit of a stoppage. I don't really know what it is. I believe somebody got knocked down on Council Rock North. So it's been a tough and gritty game for both teams. So you got to expect that, maybe, I don't know if I'd say cramps, but, the fatigue hurts your body a little bit. And now throw in here from Council Rock North. Prep continuing with their defensive efforts. Landgraf stays in bounds. It's in the air. It goes out of bounds now. And it looks like it goes to the Hawks.
There you go. St. Joe's Prep just continuing to keep the ball in their possession. The Hawks looking good right now, Ryan.
And now the throw, and I can't necessarily see the number.
We're quite far away.
I mean, I think that's number 11. I think that's our guy, Chris Bryant.
There you go, CB3.
Well, now CB11.
Yeah, CB11 now, too.
And now, I believe that was Landgraf, hits it up in the air. And now, here comes Council Rock North with an opportunity, but Will Powers not going to give him that chance. Here's Dom Qualit. And he's just going to slow things up. He's walking a tightrope there, and now he picks up a big burst of energy. I don't know where that came from. He gets knocked down, and he is... I don't know I think Liam Waldron was telling him to stay down, and Dom Qualit going to listen to him as we will. We don't really want to show these injuries here on WSJP. We want to keep that to the players, but it looks like Qualit is okay. Yeah, so we will get, it looks like a kick here, and not necessarily a penalty kick, Sorgi, but
free kick.
Yeah, free kick.
Great opportunity for your Hawks right here.
And as we know, the clock does not stop. Even for those type of plays, it wasn't necessarily an injury timeout. And here's Dom Qualit. A shot from him. It's off the crossbar. That's the third time this has happened, Sorgi.
But in and out.
Could have been a 4-goal lead for the Hawks if he would have went their way on that.
Ryan, I mean, I'm just thinking here as we're we got 4 minutes to go. This St. Joe's Prep team, we've talked about it all day, playing with so much energy. I mean, the Hawks thus far. I mean, even before the game, Ryan, on the team bus, when they pulled up, you heard the music blasting. The guys were excited for the dawn of a new season. And if this result holds, obviously things could change in a matter of seconds. But the Hawks just playing such a great second half.
They have played a good game. Obviously, that goal, the penalty kick really helped offensively. The Hawks not really doing it much, but defensively it has been a great game. And what a play there by Will Vogel, just trying to get it out of bounds and make sure the Hawks have numbers, and they will here, but so do Council Rock North. The official just telling that man Leeser to get back, and Dom Qualit trying to make a play on it, not necessarily being able to do so. This one walking a tightrope here. Will Vogel, what a play from him. We've called his name a couple times today, and he is once again making the big play for the Prep.
Spectacular defense from the Hawks.
And there's another guy, Will Powers, also making a play as well, and he's just making them work. And this one knocked in the air once again. Hoffman, Zorafikis there to make a play, but Council Rock North not going to stop. And the ball continuously being moved around. It's off of Council Rock North, and it will go to St. Joe's Prep.
Looking good for the Hawks. 2.5 to go. The clock is winding down. You just want to hold the ball as much as possible. Keep it in your possession.
And I believe another substitution, Brendan White, who was also on there on that play to get the ball back for the Hawks. Once again, these bench guys really bringing a new burst of life to the Prep.
Absolutely, Ryan.
Another class of 2027 junior, Brendan White, and now there's a tight play, and that's going to be a push. That is, and the Council Rock North making fun of
A little bit of flop.
a little bit. They're trying to say it was a flop. They're trying to mimic St. Joseph's Prep there, but no matter what, that is a penalty.
I mean, you can. I think Ryan, you'd agree that when you're down 1-0 with, just about 100 seconds to go, you're not going to be the happiest, and you might have a little bit of an outburst just because you're playing hard. You've tried your hardest all game, and it just hasn't gone your way.
I believe it was Liam Waldron who was accused of doing the flopping, and Will Vogel tried to head tap it in. He seems a little frustrated he wasn't able to, but he's got to get back here, as this is going to be a grind of 1 minute and 20 seconds here for both teams. Kick all the way upfield. And now here they come. Here comes Council Rock North. One of the best opportunities they will have today. Here we go. The Prep trying to make something happen. Shot. Oh, Will Powers saves it. And now another shot. Another stop from the Prep. And this one kicked out of bounds. The Prep, another defensive stop.
With 60 seconds to go, Ryan, it was desperation from Council Rock North there.
Brendan White, the one being to knock it out of bounds, and it's still being knocked around from the Prep. They hold it now, and they just got to kick it upfield, but they're not so fast. It's out of bounds, and it will go off of Council Rock North. Possession goes to the Hawks. Great play there from Evan Hoffman, but the Hawks now, it is a final 35 seconds. This is a grind for St. Joe's Prep. You got to try and keep the ball. Liam Waldron being smothered by Council Rock North players. But now the Prep going to try and do that themselves. Pass upfield. Nice head tap there from Zorafikis. It is knocked away. 20 seconds remaining. It's going to be tough here for Council Rock North, but they got to go. Here we go. Kick all the way upfield. The Prep, they are there, but so is Council Rock North. Hoffman with the head tap. The Prep, 10 seconds. And here we go. Big plays coming. Zorafikis knocks it away. Vogel trying to do the same. And a head tap there from Will Powers. Here it is. One. And that will